Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to SLiC Talk. I am the Rhino, and this is the show SLiC Talk, where things can be taken out of context, but it is your fault. All right, we got a great group right here of great hosts. Along with me, my man to the left, Johnny.
What up, what up, what up?
What up? It's about Drew, the guy in the middle.
Dr. Emmanuel Brown.
I'm your favorite funny man, Ken Marshall.
You know, that's my least favorite way to intro shit. It's like, and we're boys to men. Like, good. We gotta.
I'm Ricky.
Just flood the names right there. Just put mine right there.
Nah, absolutely, man. Let's talk some playoff basketball. Right, we had the Lakers coming out victorious against the Pelicans. How you guys feel about that?
Oh, shout out to the Lakers, man. I mean, they did what they supposed to do. They handled business, took care of what they supposed to do.
I liked it. I felt like, we all watched the game together. I believe we all was together.
Yeah, we were.
And it was a hell of a game, man. We was on the edge of our seats, if I'm not mistaken, right? It was on the wire. So
Yeah, it was just unfortunate Zion got injured like at the end of the game, right? Because he was having like a 40-piece chicken McNugget.
Yeah.
I say he got a flat. He got a flat tire.
He had a flat tire.
You know,
Yeah,
having blowouts.
He definitely was kicking AD. He was cooking him.
Oh, for sure.
He was cooking him.
How do you guys feel in regards to like the Lakers now having to face Denver the first round?
I'm excited.
Ooh.
I can't wait.
I love it.
It's scary.
That's what we wanted.
That's
What
exactly
you mean?
what
That's
I mean,
what
we
we
like
wanted.
challenges.
That's
Wait. I'm a Lakers fan too, but we just gonna keep it a buck. That's what we wanted.
That's what we wanted,
like,
man.
We
didn't
didn't
want
go
that.
against them.
Yes, that's what we want. Like, we don't want to go through nobody else but them. We don't want to go through nobody but them.
Denver was talking, a lot of smack, in which they deserved because they came out victorious as champions. But they had a lot of punchline jabs,
Right.
At the Lake Show, and I think LeBron and company, like, they didn't forget that.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be a more intense first round series than people think. I don't think it's going to be a sweep. You got these guys at their freshest right now, right? Because they had some days off and they had some rest. And plus, it's a big thing of playing recently, right? You have like this little bit of rust, So if you taking a week off and you just practicing against the guys, it's different versus playing in the games. So you have that aspect. And then you have the Lakers who had just recently played, right? But they got a few days off of rest. So that might benefit them in regards. But it is very tough to play in Denver. And Denver is looking to repeat.
Let me ask this to you guys. What's the strategy and who's the X factor for the Lakers to pull a win out?
I think D'Angelo Russell is the X factor for the Lakers to get the W. He struggled last year in the playoffs. If he plays anywhere near what his caliber of player is, I think that the Lakers can make things interesting.
D-Lo.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good.
I feel like I agree with you on that. I feel like he real strong. You know what I mean? I feel like before, he was with the Lakers before, I feel like he wasn't as consistent.
Right.
Now in this dude, every game you could count on him to put buckets up.
Go ahead.
Well, I guess I would say just AD defensively against the Jokic, being able to contain a guy like that. As you seen last series, he was giving them problems. But I think if AD can do a solid job, right, make it difficult for him on his jump shots, be able to get back on defense because we know Jokic likes to run the floor, especially with the ball. If he can contain him, right, I think the Lakers are in a pretty good position.
Let me ask him a question. Obviously, you're the only NBA player on the panel. You always hear about NBA players talking about going up to Denver and the altitude being tough to play in. Is it that much of an influence on the game to win in Denver? Is it that tough to win in Denver with the altitude?
Yeah, it is pretty difficult because, right, you're going up against like a different climate, right? And in that regard, if you haven't been around it, in which guys like to kind of get up there, and which is like a crazy story because I feel like I play for the USA Olympic team, and they have their facility in Colorado Springs, so you normally have to train. Now, and that altitude is pretty crazy, so it's like the first couple sprints, like you're gonna feel that in your wind, and your chest is going to get a little bit tight. So that's why like that first, like, especially when you have good NBA coaches, they always talk about the emphasis of that first tip off into the first timeout transit, because like you can be trying to like inhale so much air, you're trying to get so much oxygen because it feels very, very thin. It's like you at the top of a mountain hooping, right? So you got to go against that, and then go against a group who's already used to that,
working on that,
and it's nothing to them,
Yeah.
and you can't get caught up in that game, because then it becomes mental, right? Because they can get very strategic. They want to get up and down, and then put you in an up and down situation that's going to be tough win wise, because now you gasping for air while trying to get plays and certain things done, and they just coasting.
Right.
That's crazy. That's how my little brother played in Colorado, and I remember him going from California to college, and he was killing them. He's like, man, this is crazy, because like the people that was there 4 years, the seniors that was there, he's like, man, I can't even work. He's like, they got us running up this hill. He's like, I can't even breathe. But when he came back home, even on like breaks and stuff, he would work out with guys that he used to play with. And he was blowing them out the water. As far as adrenaline and running up and down the court, I'm like. But he, like you said, working out. That's crazy you saying it, because I'm like,
it's the best kind of place to work out as an athlete. Like that's where you gain full advantage, and that's why there are a lot of USA facilities.
To the Lakers beating them.
Nah, it's not gonna be that crazy, because the Lakers gonna have to adjust, right? You play more than one game, and then like being an athlete, you adjust in the game, especially if you're in top tier shape. So it's like after you get that breather in, right? Because it's a breathing pattern as an athlete. You gotta push like that. Well, you got to breathe the oxygen in, but you got to push in the necessity out. So, like, just in that regard, during that break, like, it's really a time to get back focused. You get back sharp, then you be on.
Knowing that none of them are going to be able to just stop Joker, what does slowing them? No, I'm saying it's not like one player who's going to stop him, right? Like, you're just going to go put in your best work, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So, like, what does slowing them down look like?
Well,
Making them work.
Or doing good work against them, like,
so
do you go? See, everybody said, "Ooh," but do you go out there with the mentality like we just gonna shut them down, or we just gonna do a great job?
No, you gotta. It's a team game, so you gotta play strategically. And what you're taught in film is there are specific gestures or spots where it's gonna be difficult for him to score, and you see it on film. So you try to put him in these type of positions, especially when you got in your help. So, for example, Jokic loves like to feel your body. Right, so he can spin like baseline or do things like that, because he's just good at that when it comes to the physicality. So it goes, if I know that I have to gear him towards the baseline because I know I got weak side help maybe coming there. Now my other weak side has to drop back down, right? So it's like a whole little system and operation that everyone has to be on the same page about. But the thing about Jokic is, right, he's kind of like a Mahomes in that regard. He can extend the play. So even if he has the ball in his hand, he can throw off a gesture or a pump fake, right, or a look that can throw off a defense. And next thing you know, his guy will know how to cut to the basket, and it's an automatic dunk.
Oh, God. It's
like wizardry.
Well, Lakers, this is the challenge we want, and we stepping up, and this is what it is. Now, I'm going to say this. If AD and LeBron don't step up, it's over. Like it's the whole roster changing, because this is it, right? We don't want to go through nobody else. We want to go through Denver. This is the game. These are the type of things that make teams better. Yeah. And if we gonna get better and get over the hump, this is the hump we need to do.
Step your game up.
Right?
Yeah.
AD won a championship, but I think this year is a pretty big year for him. Nobody's really counting on bubble championship. I counted. I'm a Laker fan.
Oh, it count.
Yeah,
it
definitely counts.
Yeah.
But I think that for the playoffs this year, it's a huge run for him. For to ask for that next load of money he's going to ask for.
And that favor. Oh yeah, that's why I think when I'm looking at like narratives, I'm thinking, okay, D-Lo. They tried to play D-Lo a little bit earlier in the season, and now he like on his like watch me work season. He hit the shot. He on watch me work. Then you got AD is like, man, y'all tried to give me the street clothes narrative. Now I'm doing like over 70 games this year. Like, so watch me work. Then you got Bron with the, I need one more favor because then I need my son in here next year. I need to be worth two players to a degree. You know what I mean? Like, because I think it's a lot to want to move for you on your way out. You know what I mean? So he got to show his true value is not decline like that. So I think